Meredith Gorman here in the PNC Bank Sports Corner, joined by Dakota Randall, one of our Patriots beat writers. And Dakota, the Patriots are getting set for their last regular season game, and it's down in Miami, which we know is always a challenge for the Patriots. But Nelson Agholor spotted back at practice today, and of course the Patriots offense will get a big boost if he's out there, won't they?
Yeah, definitely. I think Nelson Agholor has been an underrated player for the Patriots this season. He hasn't put up huge numbers, but I think him and Mac Jones have shown a pretty good chemistry together. And I thought it was they were showing real strides before he went down with that concussion. And listen, Christian Wilkerson had a good game the other day, but he's not the player Nelson Agholor is. And Nelson Agholor obviously is a better option than N'Keal Harry. And his speed really brings a dynamic to the Patriots offense that they don't have a ton of. So getting him back is a big help for them, especially going into the playoffs.
Now, the last time the two teams played each other, it was a close one, but the Dolphins won. They got hot in the second half of the season. They're carrying some momentum into the end of the regular season. What are they going to bring to the table against the Patriots, since they don't really have anything to lose?
Well, I think they're definitely going to show up wanting to win this game and wanting to play. You don't just lay down against division opponents. Brian Flores coaching against Bill Belichick. He's obviously going to want to win that game. And I think the Dolphins are a good team. They know how to coach against the Patriots. They know how to play against the offense. They know how to beat the defense. I mean, the Patriots are 2-6 in their last 8 trips to Miami. So this is going to be a tough game. But at the same time, I think Mac Jones played really well in the season opener against the Dolphins. And if it wasn't for the Damian Harris fumble at the end of the game, the Patriots probably win that game. And at this point are in first place in the AFC. So that loss is coming back to bite them. But I think it'll be a tough matchup. But I do think the Patriots should win this game. But don't underestimate the Dolphins just because they have nothing to play for, because they're a tough opponent.
Now, you mentioned Mac Jones. He'll certainly have his hands full against the Dolphins because Miami has 45 sacks so far this year. We know they're going to put pressure on him, and the O-line is really going to have to get to work against this team. But what exactly are they going to need to do to stop this Dolphins defense?
Well, I think you mentioned the pass rush, and I think just the Dolphins in general, they're a well-coached defense. They have good players, but they're especially good in the secondary. And I think, again, we're talking about a rookie quarterback. It's incumbent on him to find a way to beat some of the stronger secondaries in the NFL. And I think the Dolphins do have one of the better secondaries, at least in the AFC. So I think that's the biggest challenge for Mac Jones. I think the running game should be fine. I think just in general, the offense can hang with the Dolphins defense, but it really is about beating the corners in the secondary. Obviously, Xavier Howard is a really good player. So it's a big test for Mac Jones, but I think he played well against that secondary in the first game. So I don't see why he wouldn't in this game.